But let's talk about how they structured their play.
आई थिंक बहुत ईजी जो एक्वाडोर का प्लान था, इट वाज वेरी इजी फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट. उनको पता था एंड टू द पॉइंट के फीलिक्स सैंचेज जो कि कतर के कोच हैं, उन्होंने एक दिन पहले मैच से कह दिया था कि हिज टीम वुड स्ट्रगल अगेंस्ट फिजिकलिटी एंड ऑल. तो एक्वाडोर टारगेटेड दैट, दे प्लेड लॉन्ग बॉल्स. और इवन जब वो मिडफील्ड में बॉल रख रहे थे तो आप नोट करें कि जब भी कतर की मिडफील्ड थी उसको वो बाईपास कर रहे थे. इट वाज बॉल ओवर द टॉप और इट वाज थ्रू द लाइंस जो बॉल जा रही थी, जिसकी वजह से कंप्लीटली उनको एंड में रन मिल जाता था. दे कुड प्ले द बॉल वाइड एंड द फुल बैक्स वर absolutely brilliant today. They went up and down the field all the time and that's how they created most of their chances. लेकिन दूसरी चीज़ ये कि मैं इस पे ये बात करूँगा कि जब वर्ल्ड कप स्टार्ट हुआ था तो क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप से हमारे, तो मैंने एक ट्वीट की थी जिसमें मैंने कहा था कि अगर किसी ने को भी क्रिकेट फ़ैन को फुटबॉल देखने का शौक चढ़ना है तो प्लीज़ वो ये वर्ल्ड कप देखे. मैं इस मैच की बात नहीं कर रहा था. इससे बहुत बेहतर मैचेस आपको देखने को मिलेंगे. उसकी वजह यह है कि एक्वाडोर इज़ एसेंशियली अ टीम that does not score any goals and does not concede any goals. तो ये and because Qatar did not play to their best, तो eventually it turned out to be a really boring match. क्योंकि अगर आप देखें तो एक्वाडोर ने भी सेकंड हाफ में कुछ क्रिएट नहीं किया. It wasn't as if Saad had to make 100 saves. Even if he did have to make any more saves, तो मुझे नहीं लगता वो कर सकते थे जिस तरह वो आज पैनिक किए हुए थे. He has 80+ international appearances and after that जो हाजरा, I completely agree with हाजरा कि अगर आपका कीपर ये कर रहा हो, मुझे हाईलाइन की बात कर रहा था. I want to ask हाजरा this question. Can you play a high line when you know your keeper is that bad?
No, I mean...
I don't think that they think that their keeper is bad. Just saying this out loud.
No, I feel like it does impact the confidence of the players because because when you're playing defense, I played right full back for the national team last tournament, and so when the keeper, I'm not saying our keeper did this, but when you know that the keeper is a little shaky, you tend to kind of like keep fall back. You don't play them the balls. You're not moving the ball around in the defense line too much, or you're not giving any chances. So I feel like then you defenders feel like they're on their own because the keeper in the back has to kind of, they can see everything. They're the ones who can they have to verbally play the game, be the eyes of everybody else basically when they're playing. And yeah, you could see there was a lot of frustrations. Even 4 yellow cards for Qatar, right? Which I think is example enough to see how frustrated they were with the kind of football was being played and the lack of trust I feel like in the entire team आपस में.
और वो जो आपने 4 येलो कार्ड्स की बात की, 3 तो पहले हाफ में ही हो गए.
Basically,
तो उससे एकदम से एंड कुछ साल पहले होते तो वो कीपर वाला भी येलो कार्ड would have been a red card. लेकिन हाजरा यहाँ पे again I'll come back to Qatar, इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि in the build up to the World Cup so much was talked about Qatar. तो इसलिए I think I want to sort of analyze this a bit more before we talk about some of the other elements in the game. Second half का जो display था, what does that tell you as far as the rest of Qatar's campaign is concerned?
I think second half was more calm and composed, and they were kind of the passes felt purposeful, they were not aimless. In the first half, you could just see that it's like they didn't know what to do with the ball when they had it. When they were up high, they reached the D, they don't know how to convert it, how to connect and how to play with the strikers and the midfielders and the fullbacks so in the second half they kept the ball more. You could see because in the first half it was 30 and 60 almost, and now 40 and 60 was the final possession that Ecuador had, but in the first it was almost half.
Absolutely.
So I think they were playing more football, I would say.